Hello, this is Jason, aka Rumblefish is the name I go by in the games that I play. And welcome back to the second episode in my Early to the Game series. This time we're still playing the game Satellite Reign. It is a pre-alpha release. You'll notice up here in the screen, pre-alpha, not representative of final product. While I'm sure all the good stuff like these visuals and the environment and everything we're seeing are those will survive to the final product. There's a lot within the game itself that is still going to be tweaked before it is released, and I don't even know when the release date is. I would speculate, not based on any understanding of game design so much as an understanding of how long I usually had to wait for games when I see things like pre-alphas and closed betas. I think that the earliest we could probably hope to see this hit the streets would be 6 months from now, so summer 2015, but realistically I would not expect to see a final product until probably Christmas of 2015. However, I want to pick up where we left off, and where we left off was right here. I had just gotten my soldier. I just sent my support, my infiltrator, and my hacker in to free my soldier from this police station right here. And in the last video, we not only freed him, but we got a prototype for an SMG, a submachine gun, that we were then going to make. However, after I ended the video last time, I alt-tabbed out and the game crashed, so I lost that. So I had to run through it again real quick. And this time, I picked up a prototype for a laser pistol. Not really what I wanted. I wanted more of a heavier weapon. I wanted a rifle type weapon because those do more damage, but I haven't gotten a laser pistol before, so I guess we'll see how those work once it's researched and I'm able to load up all my guys with them. So right now, let me do some of the things I was not able to do in the last game, and I apologize. I should have positioned my guys before deciding that I wanted to do this. Let me bring them back here, and we will go through the skills and gear and things like that that you are able to look at in this menu under loadouts, but that you cannot see unless you're near a relay beacon. I guess that's a correction to something I said earlier. I thought those things were called cloning stations. Apparently they're called relay beacons. One thing I will comment on while I'm running along here is in the last video I didn't do a very good job of hacking this ATM over here. One of the things that the sport character can do that I did not use was he can check out the network around him. So there was the ATM here and there was a camera looking at it, and this camera, all these security cameras, including some that you cannot see here, were all linked to this terminal right here. That would have required only level 1 to hack, which I could have done and shut the camera off, but I was being lazy and just wanted to hurry up and hack that en route to the mission. So I will try to be a better cyberpunk in the future and use my hacker to the utmost of his ability. Okay, so here we come up on the relay beacon. Once we get within range of that, we can look at our characters. Okay, so under loadout, augmentation, we have none yet. In this demonstration of the game, there are no places to go buy cyberware or anything like that. You have to wait until you find it in the missions. Gear is the same way, don't have any yet. Weapons, so these are the default weapons everybody starts with. The soldier, support, and hacker all start with a pistol and a compact machine pistol called an Uzi, which I guess is supposed to be kind of like an Uzi. It is an automatic weapon that has limited ammo, and that's something that's kind of neat how this works, is that your characters have limited rifle ammo in a firefight. So if you put them in a facility and you leave them there too long, they will run out of rifle ammo. So you don't ever want to just put yourself in a position where you've got to sit tight in a facility and just keep shooting and hoping that you can kill enough people to clear a path to get out. You've got to think on your feet and keep moving and try to punch a hole through things to get out if you find yourself surrounded. Or you can just die and respawn, but where's the fun in that? So even though the rifles, even though it's a machine pistol, the OZ counts as a rifle, those have limited ammo. The pistols have unlimited ammo, which I believe it explains. It does not explain it there. At least at a glance, I don't see it. But ammo on the pistols is unlimited. So even when you run out of rifle ammo, all your guys will pull out their pistols and start blasting away with those. Obviously, shorter range, less damage. So you want to have rifle ammo whenever possible. The exception to starting out is the infiltrator, who starts out with a sniper rifle, which, in my opinion, is way underpowered. I've tried in another game sniping a standard guard, and I don't even know that it blew through all of his armor with one shot. Now that could be mitigated, I don't know yet. As you get into skills and these guys level up, that could be mitigated by increasing his weapon specialist skill. As he goes up in that skill, he could do more damage or have chances at one-shot kills or things like that. I don't know. I don't know the mechanic in this yet, and I haven't played that character class far enough to find out the answer to that. So I guess we'll find that out together. But in my opinion, in every RTS game I played that had a sniper class, snipers were one shot, one kill. It took them a long time to, line up their shot and reload and things like that, but when they shot, it was one shot, one kill. So hopefully that will get implemented into the game in one way or another, whether it's through their skill tree or just a rebalancing of the game and they make sniper rifles more powerful. Let's see, on the research, still not close on the laser pistol. So that's weapons. I guess I thought that I could see the skills from here, but I guess that either I'm doing something wrong or I cannot see the skills until I have skill points to spend. I'm not really sure what I'm... Anyway, we'll press on. So, before we do, we need to pick another mission. We will just go next in order, the Droid Repair Facility. Clear the existing pings, set this. Don't remember exactly where it is, so let's look. It's further up here past the police station. Alright, so we've got to go up there. This will be fun. In my last video, I mentioned that I needed more firepower to be able to survive the firefights that were in the not too distant future. I've only played this one time where going into the Droid Repair Facility I was able to sneak in and out without being detected. Every other time it turned into a rather brutal firefight that usually involved me dying a lot. And another cool thing about this is that there is no formula for how the game is played every time. So the guard patrols, all that kind of stuff changes every time you play the game. So, I mean, there's certain places you can obviously expect to run into resistance, but the exact number of patrols, the pathing they're going to take, every time it's a little bit different. So the game has a lot of replayability in that respect. The city has a more live feeling than the typical mission in an RTS game, where if you're playing in, like, say, a campaign mode, you know at a certain point what the enemy's going to do every time. Okay, here we go. This is what we're coming up on. So, I'll use the support guy and check out this facility. And I already know because I've played it, but I'll use the support guy just to show you. Basically, there's two ways in. Right here, which is open. However, to come through here, you have to... There's this choke point where all these guards pass through, so there's really no way through there without getting in a gunfight at some point. Or if there is a way, I haven't really found it yet, and honestly I haven't really tried to find it, because if you sneak around behind these guys and come through here, you're still behind these guys, and there's a point at which they're going to get down here and turn around. Oh, and look, there's two more over here that I hadn't even seen yet. So it's, you know, there's not that many places to hide, so very tough. Although I may have just contradicted myself. I may have just pointed out a possibility to get in there, because it seems like I saw a way to do it. Come down here, and those guys went out that way. You wait long enough, you can run around behind them, because this is where we need to go. Well, that's interesting. Well, in the meantime, this is what I'm going to do since I'm already over here. I'm going to send my infiltrator up here. I'm going to tell him to shoot out this camera. So, in this game, stop right here. In this game, when you're running around, typically, you do not have your weapon out. If you hit the space bar, whoever you have highlighted, they will draw their weapon. So, he just pulled out his sniper rifle. Notice that the number above his head turned red when I did that. That's so you can at a glance know who has their weapons out and who does not. Because as you're running through the city, if you have a weapon out, people will react to it and scream and things like that, and it can raise alarms. So anytime you are just running through the city, you want to be in what they call incognito mode and have your weapons holstered and hidden, so that the security that you're passing by doesn't react. Okay, well right now I want to shoot this camera out. There you go, perfect example. I just fired my sniper rifle and people screamed. Here comes security over here to respond to it. I want to get this guy out of sight. I want to have him go hide down here with the rest of the squad under this walkway. You see the security over here looking around, trying to figure out what's going on. I will try this, though, for the same reasons that this choke point is normally problematic. Coming through here is usually the same way, because as the patrols come down here and go through this door, almost every time I've played it, there's been another patrol coming the opposite way, and even if they didn't come through here as those two patrols meet, they would turn around and go back. So I was never able to get down here. There's nowhere to hide where the patrol doesn't see you. So that's why, as I was looking at this and talking about it, I'm starting to reevaluate coming in through this path up here. But we'll try the old-fashioned way, old-fashioned for me anyway, because it's the way I normally go, and see how it works. So to get in here, we're going to want our hacker. I think we're going to want hacker and support, because I don't want to get in there and have forgotten something that I need to do and not be able to see the network for hacking. So the plan is, I'm going to hack this, open this door after this guard's out of the way, sneak back up there behind him, hide right here until he gets out of the way, and then try to sneak down here through here. And over here you see right there, we just had two guards pass to that door. So when one goes through one way, the other one comes through the opposite, and now I have two guards, now three guards coming back up this way, which makes this very difficult to navigate. But like I said, I'm going to give it a try. I do not think I'm going to succeed, but I will give it a try. This is problematic. So I've got two different patrols of 2. One's returning now, and now I've got to wait for these 2 guys to come down here and check out. This is not looking good. Alright, give this a try. Alright, gotta go in here. Want him to hack that and take out the rest of the cameras. So the cameras are down. They're not down very long, though. Okay, so... is there any chance those guys will path up into the parking area? Nope, they're coming back. As suspected, so... we got up here? We got any patrols coming? Those 2 are going back that way, so I might actually be able to make this if these 2 can avoid being detected. Don't have a whole lot of time with the camera, so these guys need to pick up the pace here on their patrol. They're gonna screw me. Damn it. Yep, they screwed me. Cameras just came back on. Alright, run past before it catches us. Alright, now that other patrol's coming back. We need to run down here. Need to get into this quick. Those guys are probably going to see us right here. Yep, see his light just turned yellow. That means look out, you were just spotted. So let's back up a little bit. Let's see where they go. Is there a way to avoid them? No, this way, this way, this way. Go, go, go. Alright, I just want to stay out of line of sight. Okay, I think I'm supposed to send my support agent in, yes, so... go in there. I'm probably jinxing myself, but I'm impressed that I've been able to make it this far with all these patrols. Now I hope these guys will path up this way, spend a little time there. These guys, give these guys some time to come down here, make their U-turn, then I'll sneak back up behind them. So you can see using stealth tactics in this game is actually pretty fun. The downside to it, at least in this demo, is that from what I can see, it pays off a lot more experience to get into firefights. If you want to earn up skill points to improve your guys, then you want to get in firefights. So it's fun to have the challenge of trying to sneak in and sneak out, but ultimately, the way the game's currently set up, you're cheating yourself of some skill points. Basically leveling up. Alright, so what I've learned through experience is if I edge up to these crates, when these guys come around the corner, they'll see me. So I'm staying back here by the rear crates and hoping that other guys will come back before these guys pass through, because if these guys come through this way, they will see me right there. I think what I want to do is I want to get these guys in position in case I have to have a firefight. I want these guys to be right here. I want them to be able to support getting out. That's assuming that I can get out, because trying to hack a terminal when you're being shot at is very difficult. Alright, let's go. Support, you come over here, you don't need to be over there. Wow, check it out. We are getting out of here undetected. This is pretty awesome. Like I said, I cheated myself with some skill points, but I have the feeling of knowing that I was able to complete this mission in a stealth mode and not get any of my guys killed. Because when you die and you respawn, you lose money. Even though there's not a whole lot to spend that money on in the game right now, making a practice of not dying is a good thing. So, let's take a look at what we did. Good news, we got a hold of a Fred processor. If we can get it up and running, blah blah blah, I already know that. Okay, so basically this mission is complete. I don't think we got anything else out of it. Our laser pistol's almost done, so we'll load those up here in a minute. Nothing else to look at here. At this point, I think what I might do is I think that they developed these missions to go in order. And some of these missions have sort of sub-missions under them, so not that one. You click on them and they actually contain 3 different ones. Since this is a pre-alpha demo, it is buggy as hell, and I have run into a lot of problems that affected my ability to save games. So, what I'd like to do is complete a mission that gives me substantial equipment rewards, since there's no stores to go around in here and buy improved weapons and things like that. I would like to complete missions that give me substantial equipment or gear rewards now, and then do a save so that I can keep that stuff for later in the game, because more than likely I'm not going to be able to complete all these missions in this single game. I'm only going to get so far and it's going to crash, and I'm going to have to pick up at some point earlier. So, for the purposes of actually getting through all these missions and having some decent gear, I think that I'm going to give the Wyvern Incorporated Hotel a try. Last time I was there, I had pretty good luck. Had a pretty good haul of equipment as a reward. However, before I jump into that, I'm going to stop the game for now, end this episode here. Like I mentioned earlier, I think I mentioned in my last video, I want to keep these kind of short, let people consume them in small bites. Probably for each mission I'll do a different video. And since this one was a success, I want to go out on a high note before I go into some facility and repeatedly die over and over again, and you end up having to watch an hour-long video of me failing. So, calling it there. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave any comments you want. If I see them, I will try to respond to them. The game, again, is Satellite Rain, available on Steam right now, pre-alpha release, for roughly around $27. And your money will help develop this game. So if you like what you see, think about buying it now. See you in episode 3.